There we go. I guess we just get some music for 16 minutes while we wait. How is the volume on the stream? Is it really loud? Gonna have to find a happy place for it. Good, good. Well, if it gets to the point when it's too loud, just let me know and I will turn it down. It sounds pretty loud to me, but I actually adjusted it on OBS, so... So, I saw someone was saying earlier that the voice actor for Volo and Astarion is going to be there. How do we know that? I don't know if they're still around or not. By the way, if you hear me sipping coffee, that's going to be a thing because I am so tired. I'm actually going to turn this down because it's pretty loud even for me. $3 a.m.? Oh my gosh. It's actually, I don't remember the name of the brand. It's something my husband got, and it's really geeky. Like, they send you all these cards and stuff with it. This specific type of coffee is called Great Old One. I was grinding it this morning, like, why am I grinding Great Old One? The real question, King, is will there be options to flirt with Astarion in song? Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I can't remember the name of the brand. Very old one coffee. I just remember being like, well, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's Many Worlds Tavern. That's the coffee. It's pretty cool. See, I wasn't making it up. Oh, I've always been a coffee drinker. I like tea. I just love coffee. Hey, Jan. Nice to see you made it. Probably. Thank you, Shane. I do need to join the Larian Disco. You know, I usually use Disco just for tabletop games. I have one for my Battletech game and I have one for my D&D game, and I don't really use it for much else. I find every time I join a disco, though, I just get like 50 million notifications constantly. And I'm just like, ugh, stop notifying me of everything. And I've even tried to turn them off, and it just doesn't seem to work properly. Hot coffee. I'm definitely into hot coffee. I'll drink cold coffee, especially when it's really hot outside, but thank goodness for AC. I don't have to worry about that right now. I have considered streaming my D&D games, but I want to wait until we get a better story going. Right now we're just doing some like I can't remember where the DM got it from, but it's sort of like, it's not even finished. I would love to do one for like a custom story. That would be pretty cool. What do they say? I'll have my cream with coffee. My cream and sugar with coffee. When I was younger, people used to tell me that my coffee tasted like cake mix, but thankfully I don't do that anymore. I'm actually going to stream BG3 after patch 8 drops. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get the patch downloaded. I was trying to download it ahead of time, but I don't know how you're supposed to do that because it didn't give me the option. But I do plan to stream it. I might even stream it later tonight. You guys have never actually seen me play BG3 before. Well, I just really started streaming recently, but yeah, they always drop the patch during these panels, like almost always. Well, I was reading an article, Malicious, and they were saying that you could preload it, and I didn't see any option to preload it. My internet speed is all over the place. Sometimes it's really good. My upstream is pretty decent, but my download for video specifically can be a pain. So like we had to literally shut off everything to be able to do this. But yeah, download on Steam is usually pretty good, thankfully. I usually get like to you guys, this will sound awful, but I usually get like 8 megs. And to me, that's pretty good because there were times when I first moved out here where I was getting like 500 kbs. I mean, like I haven't had speeds that bad since, geez, like DSL dial-up days. It's been a while. Mm. 7 minutes. Is it me, or is this countdown just taking forever? Hey, Gillian. Swedish seconds are longer than American seconds, huh? Man, there's people from all over stopping in. It's pretty cool. The worst thing about living in the country is that the only real internet you can get is cellular, and they rake you over the coals. I mean, I am having to pay so much just for crappy internet connections, and it's still better than the only other options which you have are like directed Wi-Fi, which is awful, and it's down like 50% of the time. I'm not, a complete dip during this. I'm holding together okay. The coffee's keeping me going. I've been having really crappy sleep problems lately, and I really don't even know why. It just started up out of nowhere, where I have a really hard time getting to sleep. And then once I finally fall asleep, I can't stay asleep. Like, I'll sleep for 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours, and then I wake up, and then I have a lot of trouble getting back to sleep again. And of course, it had to happen the night before this, so I woke up at... I don't think I fell asleep until 4 in the morning. I woke up at 7:30. So I got like 3.5 hours of sleep. And then I spent 2.5 hours just trying to get back to sleep, and I could not. And so I said, screw it, and I just got up. And I figured I'd deal with being tired. Because, you know, if you actually do fall asleep at that point, then you risk not getting up in time, so... Oh man, you know, we don't even have DSL. We don't even have DSL where I am. I would love fiber. Even where I used to live, where I was closer to the city, we didn't have fiber. We had cable. But the thing that I hate is they give you limits with cellular, and so you're constantly having to deal with limits. And you know, if you're someone like me and you game a lot and you're constantly downloading big huge patches off Steam, it's awful. It's awful. And they charge you so much for it. Hey, Peppermint. I really want them to add Tabaxi. I wonder if they will. Has anyone heard anything about whether they will? Malicious, I totally know what you're talking about. You know, a lot of the times I'm not even anxious about anything. I'm not even stressing. I just can't sleep. It's like my mind just won't shut off, you know? Worker bee. Yes. Takamura and Johnny Romance. We all need that in our life. You know what we really need, considering we're waiting for the panel from hell here? We need them to tell us that the romance scenes are coming back. We need it. I've been waiting since patch 3. Patch 3. When are we going to get to kiss Astarion again? I mean, for those of us who want to kiss Astarion anyways. Dragonborn would be really nice too. Sometimes the anxiety is silent, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it is. I worry about that too, Brad. That Brad guy. I feel sometimes like it was a mistake and it got put in and it wasn't supposed to, and then, you know, they just took it out with that hotfix and they're like, nope, we're not putting it back. Or, no, I mean, it's not like they're going to move it. Sometimes I think they're going to move it to later on in the game, but obviously everything else is happening at that camp celebration, so they're just hiding it, I guess, for now. That's awesome, Dork. I think that's pretty cool. I really liked BG3 because probably my favorite game before BG3 of this genre, of this type, was Dragon Age Origins. And like, I still love that game. I mean, it's of course aged a bit, you know, over time, but I still go into that game and I hear the music and it just like puts you back into that world. But I really liked BG3 because, well, a friend suggested it to me and he said, hey, it's a lot like Origins, you might want to try it. And so I went in and I tried it, and oh, I was just smitten. I mean, I was completely taken with it because it is so much like an updated version of Origins, you know? It's better in a lot of ways. No problem, Worker Bee. I'm glad you guys like listening to me talking about stuff. I remember when I first started making videos like that, because a while back on my channel I used to make a lot of guides for MMOs and stuff like that, and I just decided after playing BG3, I was like, I just need to talk about this stuff. This would be so much more fun. And I was blown away that people liked it as much as they did. It's pretty cool. Malicious, are you talking about getting shut down by Astarion? Isn't that the worst? Do you know every time I play, I automatically pick everything that Astarion likes. I just don't even care. I'm like, oh, Astarion likes when I say that. So, like, I'm always at high, at least, with him by the time the romance scene comes up. He doesn't know how to turn me down anymore. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's see if the fan art got in there. It probably won't, though, because they never said anything. The Shadowheart one.
Hello, and welcome one and all to the very first annual Forgotten Idol. I am Volo.
Oh, that's nice.
And I will be your humble host and commentator, guiding
Bard
you
me.
musically through the forgotten
Bard us all.
realms in search of the performer most worthy of the title of
If that was Halson, he wasn't beefy enough. Oh yeah, we got some Abdurak in there.
Feast for the senses. A night of music, magic, and mystique. Where you, yes, you, have the power to decide who will be named winner of Forgotten Idol. Featuring Neil the Elven Troubadour, Zilba Whistelpocket, and
Oh yeah, that's Volo.
cassette saxophone, Borislav Popislavov of Waterdeep, and many more. And with that, let Forgotten Idol begin!
Oh my. We have a tiefling. Is this still working for you guys? Because it's showing that there's like problems with the stream not running smooth. Oh wow. This is epic. Eddie from Stranger Things. If I need to, I'll turn it down, like to, I don't know, 720 or 480 or something, so to make sure it runs smoothly. This is amazing. Where's Johnny? Johnny would have rocked this. Is it? Oh, I forgot to put this up on Twitter. I love that he went the whole, you know, He put the horns on and his skin is red. He looks awesome. I won't deny, I kind of wanted more of an Alfira version of this, but this is still really awesome. Oh, is that Volo kicking him off the stage? Get out of here with your metal.
This isn't Bardic! What's wrong? Trash! No, it's heavy metal.
This isn't Barding?
Neil the Troubadour.
Oh, it's Neil.
About too loud. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Too loud.
No. Oh my god. What the fuck? His head just exploded. What is happening?
Is he still alive? I hope he's not. Number one, this is not trash. This is heavy metal.
This is epic. This is so epic. Wow, they're really taking this far. I thought they'd come back faster than that. We'll be back. Oh god. I'm like, what? I still remember watching the one with the cow. And the cow was just quirky and weird. But that was like, what? Oh my god. Gustarion. What does he say? He's like, honk. I said honk. Thank you, Chevalier. I appreciate it. Just to encourage you, loved your content for a while now. Any Bard playthroughs planned? Yes. I am definitely planning a Bard playthrough. I'm going to be doing it. I might even do it later tonight if I can catch a nap. What they said. It's funny because it's really loud for me. Oh, you know what it probably is? Here, tell me if this makes it louder.
Tobin, we need a commercial. We need a commercial right now.
What commercial do you want?
I don't care, but we need to waste more time, so just find something. Get Farhan.
Who the hell is Farhang?
Are you a loved one suffering from the effects of an illicit tadpole? You might be entitled to financial compensation. Hi, I'm
No,
Phil
no,
Barber
that's
from
not
Property
Farhan.
and Attorney at Law. If you
What? Is that better
And
then?
I
Okay,
think
good.
The designers at Dungeons and Dragons from
Still not Farhan.
the conception of 5th edition in 2014.
What is going on? This is all over the place. No, we got a red hat here. A red cap, rather.
Hello there, people. Welcome to the Larian Merch Center. So here we are on a boat on the North Sea. Why are we on a boat? I don't know why we're on a boat, but we're on a boat. Anyway, back to the merch. Here we are. We have beautiful t-shirts in the store. Look at this stuff. It's beautiful. It's really, really firm, though it's flexible. It smells really good. It fits well. It fits good. Look at this.
Hey,
It's
Suzanne.
nice.
How you
It's sturdy.
doing?
It can survive a nice night of clubbing. Come over here. What do we have? We have dice. What are dice? Weighted dice. They're not weighted dice. You can't sell weighted dice. But they're nice dice. Strictly original sin.
Hey,
we have
Dangles,
the
too.
game, The game. Who would have thought, right? CRPG on a handheld console. Amazing. It's beautiful.
Why is he licking it?
We have the vinyl here. Beautiful vinyl. Look at this
Ooh.
art. It's amazing. In fact,
I do like vinyl.
has this on the slow screen. Look at this beautiful quality, and then we have this.
I would buy one for
amazing
Baldur's
vinyl.
Gate 3 in
You
a
see the
second
color
if they
action?
released an album.
Who makes this? Who does this? All right. What else?
I
do we
know.
have? We have another T-shirt. We
I'm
have a
sure he'll be
beautiful
back.
T-shirt.
At least I hope
It's
he's back.
Obviously, same kind of fit. Wow! Look at this. It's so smooth, but nice and tight. How does this work? Who does this? Anyway.
Hey,
what else do we
Maria.
have? We have our graphic novel. It's the collector's edition. This one's actually sold out right now, but we have the other ones you can still get.
Our deepest condolences to friends and family of Elven Troubadour Neil. I would like to take this moment to remind our audience that Larian Studios is in no way legally culpable for any bodily mutilations or deaths that may occur during this broadcast.
It just says Neil the Elven
I suppose
Troubadour
that can only mean one thing.
with his boots.
Let the voting begin! Who will be the Forgotten Realms' top bard? Will it be Neil, the Elven Troubadour? Or Hunter?
Oh, come on. I wonder how you're supposed to vote. I don't know what's happening. Where's Sven? He's always here by now, wearing his armor. They're probably voting in the chat. Oh, okay. The song, though, huh? How about the song? Yeah, my drivers recently said they were out of date, and I
Welcome
literally
back
just
to
got a
Forgotten
new video
Idol,
card, too.
Where you decide this year's top bard. And dearest viewers, the votes are now in.
It's Neil.
An unexpected result. I suppose you could call Neil's act performance art. In any case, it seems to have resonated with our audience. I'm quite sure he would be proud. What an evening! What a result! Congratulations and commiserations to Neil! And to all the other performers tonight! What an evening! What a result! Congratulations and commiserations to Neil! And to all the other performers tonight!
Oh, what's this? Oh, gnomes. Oh, I see music instruments.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Listen, you! Back to the anus that smash you out.
Oh, it's already a done deal, man. We're barding. Look at that. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah, they're gonna let us play music. What did I say, man? I needed a lute. Looks like they've got lutes and drums and harps and flutes. Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Panels from Hell number 6, in which we celebrate the release
This is so
of
loud
patch
for me.
8.
Oop.
Obviously, today
Put
is
that
the day
down.
that we are going to be
you
releasing.
guys still hear it
the
okay?
Bard class is going to show up on Steam any minute now. You will be able to try everything that we're about to show you for yourselves. I'm joined by David! David! I'm joined by Nick, our lead systems designer, Inne, our technical writer, myself, and David. And David, our head of production.
Is it
who
David
is a
and
very
David?
sad person right now, for he has lost the first forgotten idol of the Forgotten Realms. David, why don't you just come and have
Forgotten
a seat here and
idol?
we'll chat.
Oh, man.
We can talk about this. I'm sure
didn't even
it
catch
will be
that.
fine. All right. So obviously we didn't rehearse for this because we did expect you to win. I mean, like
So
that
did
guy. That guy's, I mean, like, Forgotten Idol, the first show in which dead people can win.
Yeah,
so
what can I say? There was a stiff competition.
I was mind-blowing. I thought it was really good. I thought you did really, really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also thought that
He didn't
we
even
were really
sing.
good. No,
Yeah, he didn't even sing.
didn't get to it.
Yeah, look, he broke our television, so we can't see the game anymore. So that's a broken television. Your band, Hunter.
Yeah,
It's very good.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I really enjoyed it. So we invited you, of course, to play with the band because we are presenting the Bard today.
Yeah, finally.
Finally, yeah.
Finally, we have a bard in a game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's gone, what, 6 years? 7
Yeah,
years?
6-7 years.
So for those that don't know, we had a game before that was called Divinity Original Sin 2. And in it we had a Kickstarter. And in that Kickstarter, at one moment during an update, there was a vote. And so David wanted the Bard in. And I wanted the really cool stuff, which was the polymorph class, and so.
But I had such cool spells made up, like Piano of Pain and.
Piano of Pain. Hello, seriously.
I don't know.
Anyway, Nick today is going to take us through some of the gameplay. You have a presentation prepared for us. We're going to be looking at all of the Bard features. We have a whole bunch of movies to show you also with really cool stuff. So I suggest we get started.
I can't wait to see what specs we're going to get.
Well, since we just saw the Bard, maybe you should introduce the Bard.
I'll start with a Bard in the room, which is the new class that is available in patch 8.
All right.
Here's how it looks. So a Bard is a caster. And they use a lot of control spells, and they deal a lot of psychic damage. Like this one, for example, Vicious Mockery. It allows you to insult somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And you will actually hear an insult. We have 97 insults.
97 of them.
97
and that's recorded for every single player voice, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do when you insult people in the game? Like, does it really bring a benefit to insult them?
Oh, of course it does.
Hurts them psychically.
Hurts them psychically.
In a psychic way.
All right, okay. So I think we have a couple of insults lined up. Can we hear a few insults just to see how insults sound?
They actually insult.
You've a visage fit for letter writing.
Okay. All right.
They actually put them in there. That's amazing.
Behold, a most noisy cuck.
Those are actually some of the nicer insults actually that I have in there.
Okay. I just I read one which was your body is more
Hey,
toilet
Sophie.
than temple.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you.
It's funnier.
Yeah. No, yeah. You got it.
Oh, it wasn't anything personal. I was just like.
Okay. So we got insults and a Bard. What else do we have?
Yeah. So a Bard has a starting instrument. You can
awesome.
pick a starting instrument that you can see between a drum, a flute, a lute.
Lute all the way, baby.
A lyre, or a violin.
All right. So
I might do violin
these instruments
too.
do anything? Or is there any use to them?
Oh yeah. So Bard will use them as part of their spellcasting, but also you'll be able to perform to the characters in the game.
Okay, and that has benefits and advantages,
yeah.
which we'll see.
We'll show it.
So we'll let chat decide which instrument you're going to pick in a minute, but there's some more things that we can show here, right? So tell us a little bit more about the Bard.
Right. So one of the classic things that Bard can do is inspire allies. So Bardic Inspiration is something that we'll show as well. It's a way to give an ally a bonus on whatever D20 roll they're going to be doing.
All right, so a Bardic Inspiration, the signature action, basically, of the Bard, you could say. All right, so Bards are not the only thing that we're showing today.
Oh, yeah. There's more stuff in character creation that is new. And that
Violin
one is
violence.
Yes, we are launching the Gnome Race, which inadvertently had leaked by a person who couldn't shut up previously, but is now finally in the game. And so, can you take us through it?
Yeah, so this here is a forest gnome. They have dark vision and they can talk to animals just natively.
Yeah.
And like all gnomes, they're very cunning, so they have advantage on saving throws of mental abilities.
Okay,
it's very hard to charm or frighten them, basically.
Okay, cool. And I see they have their intelligence +2 also.
Oh yeah.
They're very smart.
Pretty smart. Pretty smart cookies.
Okay, cool.
We also have deep gnomes that come from Underdark.
Yeah.
And being from Underdark, they have superior dark vision.
I really wonder if
good
they're going
at
to make it so
seeking
that you can
stealth
have
tracks.
a sort of out-of-combat
Stone
ability to
camouflage.
play music,
Alright, I
because
like
that would be
those.
so cool.
And we also have the rock gnomes, the tinkerers among them, that have Artificer's Lore, which doubles their proficiency bonus in history. Or you could say that they have expertise in history.
Expertise is new, right? So we didn't
Maria.
have that before.
Yeah, that's something new.
Yeah, that's a Bard feature that we made for the Bard. But it's also available for other classes, so rogues will also
Scanlan,
have
yes.
expertise
That'll
from
make
level
people
1.
happy
Yeah.
who are wanting to have expertise in there. All right, excellent. So, Bart, looking cool. There was a thing you told me as we were trying this out before about rock gnomes that I didn't know because who would play a rock gnome anyway? And so
we will today. Rock gnomes are tinkers, and something small that they start with is a little music box that plays, I think that's BG3 theme in the background, or you can sell it, if you're into that.
okay, so it's like free cash to start with.
It's your, heirloom, your little thing.
It's going from Mr. Balancing. All right, good.
You can have this one.
What? I can have this one. All right, excellent. Thank you very much, Nick. He's very stingy when it comes to loot. You have no idea the conversations that we've had sometimes. We're going to have a little demo of, I guess we're going to play a Bard Gnome. Does that make sense, actually, a Bard Gnome?
It makes sense if you want to.
If you wanted to.
If you role play.
Look at it, it's perfect. Like, gnomes look like bards.
What is and one of the questions you must be getting when you talk about the gnomes, which clearly you're very passionate about, is like, what is the max throwing distance? Like, is there how does it?
They're as light as halflings, so they're prime throwing material.
So I can improvise weapons with the gnomes, and I can just throw them as far as I want.
If you ask them nicely.
Right, okay. Definitely looking forward to a demo of that. As we get ready for your demo, there's actually one more thing that we have new in character creation.
Oh yes, yes.
And that
in
is
the appearance tab.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new customization options that have been added to the hair. We have different hairstyle now, highlights, that kind of thing, but I have somebody lined up who would very much like to talk about hair. And it is none other than our very own Victoria. Can we bring up Victoria?
What's new for hair in patch 8? Well, actually a lot is new. We've overhauled the entire hair system. We've added automatic snapping, so you can choose any hair you want across gender or race, no matter who you choose. We also added highlights, graying hair, and more hair, and all kinds of adjustments. The hair in BG3 already looked pretty good. What we set out to do
she's just wearing wigs.
make it even better, make it prettier. So one good example of things that we changed and we're striving
I thought that
to
hair looked
still
really, really
improve
shiny.
upon is afros. They felt pretty flat and pretty unrealistic, and now we tried to make them a bit more fluffy and even more realistic. One of the things that we really take into consideration is the player feedback.
She's just like a different wig in every shot.
We've rolled out. It's going to be really important for us to hear how players feel about it, so that we can improve further upon it. And by release, end up with fabulous hair, like mine.
She's having like way too much fun with that.
All right, our character artists absolutely are the best. Like, it is incredible how much passion they put in the entire plethora of races and classes that we have into the game. The amount of hairstyles is just insane in this game.
Yes, and you can combine anything from any race, any body type.
Yeah, that's and beards also. We did that already before, but I thought I also like the fact that I'm a man of hair difficulty.
Really?
I hadn't noticed that yet, and I really like that you can actually pick for your gray hair what it's graying towards to. So I want to gray towards purple, and that's a thing that can happen now, and I think this is bloody amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we have a long list. David, have you seen this? Like, you're not the only one that can do it. And I wanted to do something really impressive, but I can't.
No, because it tore off.
I tore it with my armor, and I just wanted to impress you with all the patch notes that I printed out myself. Well, that's really, Jan printed it out.
Maybe today we're all losers.
Taking it hard, David, eh?
That's on you, chat.
Thank you, chat. You made David sad.
All right, Nick, what do you have to show us here?
Anyway, we're a bit...
Anyway.
Moving on.
Moving on. Let the bard inspire you, David.
All right.
We have a save game a bit further into the game. This is Druid Grove. And I have a bard here who is ready to level up to level 3, which is when bards get their subclass. So we can check out.
All right, let's have a look. All right. Now, just so you know, Nick is doing this on a screen
I see
that's
lore
half-grown
and
because
valor.
Hunter and his band were a little bit too enthusiastic. Perfect. So he might be missing things that might be obvious to you, but they're definitely not obvious to Nick.
It was Neil.
It was Neil. The guy you voted for.
Guy.
The guy you voted for.
Blame it on the dead guy.
It's fine. Chat will help me out. I'm sure they will correct me if I don't see half of.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go for it.
Yep. Lore and valor. No
when
glamour
bard
this
levels up
time
to
though.
3, first thing we're gonna do is put in the expertise points, which we already mentioned. So I'm gonna pick persuasion and performance, or performance persuasion. Typical bard things, but we'll definitely need throughout. And then we have 2 subclasses. So we have College of Lore and College of Valor. For the College of Lore, we have cunning words, another way to insult your enemy. This time to give him a penalty on their
Those
D20
words
checks.
cut like a knife.
And of course, we're adding some spells, some for Bard and some that are going to be used by other classes as well.
Okay, yeah.
So here I have a Phantasmal Force, a spell that deals psychic damage every turn, or if you deal some new damage type, the enemy will remember the damage type that you dealt, for example, fire, and they will keep receiving fire.
They're going to get fire damage. They think they get fire damage. They're actually getting fire damage. How does that even work?
It's like a phantom pain kind of thing.
Phantom
Bards
pain.
are sneaky. Like
Yeah.
they're not
Hunted by your nightmares.
There you go.
There you go. That can do fire damage too.
So I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna ask. All right, go ahead.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pick calm emotions and another new spell that makes you immune to charm the frightened.
This is something the world needs. David also needs some calm emotion spell just right now.
And we will need it. And just for interest, we're going to show College of Valor as well. College of Valor is a bit better with weapons and armor.
Yeah.
And they have the proficiencies, and they have combat inspiration, so they can.
That little window is just
Bardic
covering
Inspiration
right over
to,
all of the
apply to damage and
information.
armor class.
Okay.
It's like,
all right.
I know what
So we're
it says and does,
I
but
think we're going to go
nobody
with
else
College
can
of Lore
see
so
it.
that we can insult people.
There's a. Are you going to explain Jack of all trades?
Yeah, let's check it out. So something that we're updating in the patch as well, we're highlighting more of the class features in character panel. So here, for example, we have Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So that one means that even if you're not proficient or have expertise in a skill, you still add half of your proficiency bonus to all of the skills.
And is that like unique to the bard?
Yeah, that's our thing.
All right. As a matter of fact, you could think of the bard of like the one if you want to like play a little bit of everything. That's the guy.
There should be like a phrase for that.
Yeah.
I just can't come up with one, but
Jack of all trades.
all traits.
Anyway. All traits. Oh my god. All right. Okay. All right.
Let's continue.
Cool. All right. So you got a violin, by the way, because Chad voted for the violin.
That's what Chad said.
Yeah, Chad has a violin.
Yes.
You predicted the flute.
Yeah.
I wanted the flute.
Yeah. I thought they were not going to pick anything.
Did you
Look
want
at that
Violins are
idol
cool. I
stance,
like
little
all of
sassy
them.
with the
I
hand on the
honestly
hip.
think they're all
There you
super cool.
All right. Have you ever gone to a violin class first year?
No, I played cello. That's worse.
That's worse. All right, what are we gonna do?
Well, we have Volo here, right?
That's right, that guy.
And so we're gonna show performing with the instrument with Volo. And now Volo is good at singing or whistling. And what we're gonna do is
yes, this
when
is what I
click
wanted.
on perform the action that the bard has. I can pick one of 3 songs.
Okay.
And so this is a new piece of UI.
It's a new UI. There's like spells that have different variations, like perform here, but also other spells. You can select this variation in the new UI, and it's also used for upcasting.
Yeah, can we can you show some upcasting in it? Can you show
Hey,
wizard or
Azura.
something?
I think I have it on heroism.
We've got Bard and Nose.
So yeah, you get a nice, beautiful UI.
Also pointing out, because that's one of the things you've been working on, the tooltips
that looks
here.
so cool.
Yeah.
Because they've gotten an upgrade too again.
Yeah.
Oh
they're
yeah, Misu, that
more
did
beautiful
happen.
again. The text is getting tweaked all the time to get as much information across in as few words, which is not always easy in D&D.
Is that a thing you always had? Like you appreciate the aesthetics of tooltips? Or
Not as much
is it an
as
acquired thing? All right.
Yeah.
Acquired taste.
We're gonna,
Play
which
a
song are we gonna
song.
pick? I know which one you're gonna pick.
I want the power.
I figured.
And the power?
The power.
I want the
We're going
bard
for the power?
dance.
Power,
Yes,
yeah.
we're gonna.
All right,
for the power.
try hard in from the start.
All right.
So let's see.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is awesome.
So he's starting to whistle because he doesn't have an instrument on him.
Yeah,
That's what happens if you have no instrument.
Indeed, and NPCs will
Everyone's
will join
listening?
in
That's
if
so
they're
cool.
good with singing or if they have an instrument. So Volo
What?
is.
They're giving gold.
Yeah, and we have an audience. The druids are interested in our
Throw
our
it in my
song.
tip cup.
Yeah.
They're throwing gold coins at us.
I'm throwing gold.
Throwing
That's
gold
so
coins at you.
awesome.
This is a way of getting rich.
Rich.
Slowly.
Like a true bard. You're not you're gonna get like the pocket change, right? If anything, people are just gonna ignore you, pretend you're not sitting there while they're enjoying the music. Turn
Nice.
around, like pass by again.
I just heard
I'm
down,
still
down, down
ignoring
by the
you,
river.
Like, turn around, pass by again. The kid is gonna look at the parents, gonna say, "Are we not gonna give some person something?" And then the parents are gonna say, "No, kids." And then ultimately they're gonna feel really guilty, gonna give money to kids.
You're gonna make David sad again.
All right. Okay.
You also need to
There's
pass the
Neil.
skill check actually to get the money.
I need to get a skill check. You need
Oh,
to be
yeah.
good at it.
Yeah,
You need to be
you
good. What
really-
happens if you're bad?
Then you no money for you.
No money for me. All right, that's even
You
sadder.
get to keep practice.
It's like losing at Forgotten Idol.
Just like that, actually. Yes.
Can you play instruments when you're not a bard?
Yes. So if you want multiple people playing instruments in your party, at level 4 you can get a feat that's called Performer, and that gives you a proficiency with a musical instrument, and everybody can play.
So then your party will play together just like you're now playing with the NPC.
Yes.
I think we have a save game later on that we can show.
We're gonna
this,
show
Oh,
that
wow.
So,
at the end.
a few follow-up questions on this. First of all, this looks super scripted, sir.
Oh, that's absolutely scripted. No, it's completely systemic. So
You want to insult me?
I have 97 insults.
Can we get an insult? Oh, I thought I was going to get an insult.
That's okay.
All right, no insult.
Anyway.
So, no, wait, hold on. I have another question. So it's systemic, so that means that you can find, if you find bards anywhere, they're going to start playing with
Yes.
you. And if there's no bard, people are going to come to you if you pass a performance
Oh.
check.
Oh, I want him to go up to
That also means
Alfira.
that you can distract people by playing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you need NPCs to look one way when you're doing something else the other way, that's a good way to do it.
There's some kids over there in the grove. Can we go to the kids and see if we can rob them blind?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, let's do that.
Rob the kids
That's
blind.
what we want to do.
That is,
we're gonna go there.
They stole from us first.
They are a bit shady.
Yeah, so there you go.
the
So
kids-
just giving them back, giving
Yes.
the same experience back to them.
They're only children. They're innocent tiefling children.
Well,
They are.
We don't
It's
call them-
still, where I mean, like it's just showing the feature, David. It's fine. Like, we're
Anyway.
not saying that all musicians are like.
Or tieflings.
Yeah.
the kids also like the power, just like
Also,
David.
and the tiefling is innocent. I mean, and the bard is innocent. He's just playing music, right?
No.
The kids are the ones coming. Are you stealing with your wizard?
I'm borrowing it.
How stupid is that? Look, I mean, why do you think the attitude went down? Why do you think this?
That's because Gale, he's not very good at
Yeah, but somebody must have spotted it, right? Aha.
Oh.
I think that you are in trouble.
run
Well,
away.
no,
That's
he's
okay.
not, he's not
It's okay.
managing to find you.
The guard
Early
is
access,
gone.
people, it is not.
Perfect.
They should have had Astarion in the group.
A victimless crime. You're not going to be arrested. Oh, it's so sad.
But if I would be arrested,
Oh, well, I mean, like, it's fine.
try to
it's
find the
fine.
guard.
You're supposed to be an adult, act like it.
okay.
All right, so the kid noticed it. All right, well, this happened. That's a pity. I'm so sad for the people that worked on that feature. Let's move on.
You're not gonna explain it.
Not in that way. No.
So
It's just
many
a cool
features
feature,
in
and
the
they did
patch.
something really cool here. I wanted to talk about how cool it was. It's like it happens. All right, let's go forward.
The quality
we have,
keeps
hold on.
dropping.
David, you're gonna have to help me because you ruined this. Well, to be
I
fair,
didn't ruin it.
no, you gotta go to the top. I got a whole bunch of stuff that
It's
I
clearing
highlighted
up
and I
at
want to
least,
talk
but
about.
it
There's a
sucks.
whole bunch of features. All right, let's start with part 1. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a professional.
Yes, I can. Yeah,
I
can
love
see
that
you've
hand on the
done
hip.
this
I would
Alright,
play a gnome just for that.
Detect faults.
The tech thoughts. Is that on
I
your
think
list?
so too, malicious, because
Absolutely
it's
is,
weird.
yes.
I'm
Right.
not noticing any
so we
issues
had
with my
this
connection.
Spell. It's called Detect Thoughts.
I actually have it
And,
open.
It was a bit uncomfortable to use it before. You had to precast it before a dialogue. But you didn't even know when it would be relevant, so few people used it.
I think you're very polite because uncomfortable. It was absolute shit, really. I mean, like, nobody used it.
I agree,
No,
Suzanne.
it's a
I
lot more
expected
comfortable.
more.
Good news is that he has his sword this time.
Maybe they'll bring him back to
For now.
life later, and he'll
Already
do
he's
like a
gonna lose it.
concert or something.
I'm gonna say interesting technique.
We need a bard concert.
Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. I'm useless with a sword.
So now, if there is a detect thoughts opportunity in the dialogue, you can cast it right in the dialogues.
Okay,
Which we're gonna do, and we get +1 from Jack of all trades.
That's awesome.
All right. So go for it. I hope you're gonna work.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
okay, very good. And so now you're gonna learn something that he knows.
Yeah, it's gonna be his secret thought.
He was only a boy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Just froze while the wall tore his head clean off.
I wonder if this is something you're going to be able to do with everybody,
Right.
or if you can only do it once a day, like with
Okay,
Illithid
so now you know
Wisdom.
something extra that you didn't know before.
Exactly. So now we know how to cheer him up, given that information.
Swing and swing.
I need to clear my head.
Can't even tell you how
Alright,
many
so-
times I've heard that.
Step.
Oh, he lost his sword. He did lose his sword. All right, that's the
So
bug
good.
that we have to fix.
You
Okay.
really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
All right, so he's giving you a reward also for that. That's really good.
Thank you.
So you're gonna, what are you getting?
More free stuff.
All right.
Well, I'm getting inspired. That's one thing.
And so that's gonna give you an extra roll if you need it. And what else do you get?
A battle axe.
Battle axe. Okay, well.
Freebies.
That makes sense.
That's just bard
Not
stuff.
really.
Right? It's just a bar stuff. All right. Okay, cool. So detect thoughts is now easier to access because it's now available from within the dialogue. So that's really good.
There's other cool spell stuff that is also new.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so the spellbook has been updated.
Okay.
We have an updated UI. You can now look at spells and filter for them. So that is
there is a
very neat. So yeah, there's a search, and you can also like look on type, on the damage, stealth, stuff like that. And also, if you are a wizard and you want to learn new spells, there's a neat UI thingy for that as well, where it shows all the spell scrolls that you have for spells that you haven't learned yet. It shows how much you pay for it. You can see that Acid Arrow here is cheaper because it's for your subclass, and you can just like click it and then learn it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, let's learn something, right? Maybe silence.
Silence. You clearly are up to something.
So now that we have it, we also need to prepare it.
Yeah.
Which is now done in
Hey, Snazzy.
a bit of a neater way. So you see your prepared spells, and you just select which ones you want.
Yeah.
And I also have Find Familiar on Gale.
That's true, actually. Yeah. It's one of the other small things, the quality of life things that have been added. All right, go for it.
Which one do you want?
I want a newt.
You want a newt? Well, no newt, but I have a frog. How does frog sound?
It's not a newt. How many times do we have to go over this?
It's a newt without the tail.
Exactly.
But it's not a newt, it's a frog. Who gets a
close.
frog?
Both amphibians.
All right.
Getting a
Go for
frog.
a frog. All right. Okay.
If I recall,
So what's special about it? Why are you showing us
Shadowborn,
familiars?
it's like a reaction,
well,
so it's
there's
like a
special about
freebie.
the frog, but the new thing in the
just
patch
pick and
is
click.
that familiars and rangers companions will stick with you if you rest. So they will not just poof away, they will
In
stay
the past
with
you
you.
lost them, so you now can actually have a relationship with your ranger companion that lasts forever. All the way until the end of the game.
As long as you can keep them alive.
As long as you can keep them alive, all right.
But they can also heal now.
Yes.
Yes, they can, but during short rest they can take...
Yeah, they
they-
do.
yeah. Okay, so that's good. All right, but you had to take the familiar frog.
Yeah.
Frog.
So now you-
Love it. My
Frog
favorite.
forever. All right, okay. Let's move onwards. What else do you want to show us?
Well, I want to get out of the city and I want to explore a little bit.
What about
See
Alfira?
what we can find.
All right, go for it.
Let me just grab my party with the new toggle group mode
Okay.
button. Very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
And let's strike it out.
All right.
Nope,
So while
nope,
you're heading
take a
there, I'll
right.
just go through
Go to
some of
Alfira.
the other new things that are in there. So for
How could they skip Alfira?
all
It's a
our
bard.
Brazilian,
It's a bard
Portuguese fans,
stream.
Vamo Nessa. So Brazilian Portuguese is being added to the patch, so that's coming to you now also. I think with this patch, it's otherwise it would be on my list.
When does the patch release, Finn?
It releases now. I think it releases
now.
like in
After the stream.
Larian Studios now. So
Okay.
this year. No,
Oh,
I think it's
I can't
releasing
even
as we
download
speak.
it.
Maybe they have some technical issues.
Because
So
I've
it's
got to
coming
worry
out
about the
right now.
stream. I'll have to wait.
So what else do we have? Well, lots of hairstyles, clearly. We have Swarm AI.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So you want to show your thing first?
We can start with my thing, and then we'll talk
we'll
about
go to the
Swarm AI.
exciting thing,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let's show me your thing.
So say I'm walking around the wilderness, looking for adventure, looking for things to find.
All right.
Oh, what's that?
Oh no! It's a mount!
What's this? It's a
What?
dirt mound full of dirt.
Hey, that's like right out of Dose
If
2.
only I could do something about it.
We just
I
need
have
the
a
prince to
shovel.
dig it up.
Do you know, Sven, what people can do with a shovel?
Many things. You can throw them.
That's true.
You can try to eat them.
You can try.
Yeah.
Try to eat
I think
it.
you can hit somebody with it also.
You can hit somebody
Yeah.
with it.
You can sell it.
But also you can dig, because
True,
this is an
true,
RPG.
true. Yeah.
And
so when you
what
dig,
if you-
what happens?
Up.
Yeah. There comes a chest.
Perfectly synced.
Oh, that's very familiar.
Big chest.
Chest.
Small
It
gnome.
is a big chest, but we'll never find out
When do
what's
we get to
inside.
the gnome throwing anyway?
Any minute now.
So, before you open it, is this because I know I played a few games in my life. Like most of them that have
Really?
a thing like digging and stuff like that. I mean, like you open the chest, you get a carrot. If you're lucky, you get a coin, like maybe a bone. Is this going to be like this with our? Or,
Let's find out.
Yeah. This is a carrot, man. Oh, it's
more than a
actually-
carrot.
It's not that bad actually. It's quite it's
More
not
bling.
that bad. Yeah. So, how do you discover chests? How do you figure out that they're there?
So there's quite a few scattered around.
Perception,
Some are
probably?
just completely hidden, but some are pointed out by notes or NPCs.
Okay, so and if you discover them, you need to do any kind of check.
Yes, you need to do the
What?
persuasion check. Yes. No. Perception.
Man.
Perception check.
All
The
right.
burr.
Okay, as we get set up, we'll look at a combat with you in which the bard is going to show what the bard actually means to the party, I trust. But before we do that, we have a very exciting feature coming up regarding combat. For quite some time, our developers have been working very hard on a AI feature which we call Swarm AI. And the person that's going to introduce that to you is none other than Edouard Imbert, our lead combat designer.
So the Swarm AI is for us the ability to group together certain units so that they act at the same time. Essentially, instead of taking a turn each, they will move together, then act in turn. So we do this on certain minor units, such as perhaps small animals, stupid goblins, things like that. Essentially, the problem we're trying to solve is that we're trying to speed up combat because we thought the experience was too slow. So you would often, in big fights, right, in fights with perhaps 10, 15 participants, we would have to wait until everybody thinks, then moves, then acts, and we're looking for a way to speed things up.
That is
That's
an
the
issue.
idea. The major change
I'm
that you
usually
need to see
alt-tabbing
is
out,
that certain
looking
fights
at something
where we have
else while I'm
enabled
waiting
Swarm
for all
AI,
the
it's
goblins
not
to
enabled
go.
everywhere. But in the fights we have enabled it, it's going to play a lot faster. It's going to be a lot smoother. Yeah, I can give you a specific example of this, which is the Goblin Village, right, in the temple ruins. So you used to have all these goblins,
What are
right,
all
and
the
you would
people
attack all of
behind him
them for
doing?
fun or because the conversation turned sour or anything, and then they would all act the one after the other. It would take a long time. This was never satisfactory for us. So now the Swarm AI is in place. They're going to start moving, in a much more efficient way, and you can actually have an experience that is a lot better and a lot more fluid. What?
Oh,
What the
Forget about him, guys. We figured it out. You do some sort of... We made sure that all criticals and your deaths are gonna feel so much more rewarding right now. Combat cameras, they're back. So loaded dice or no, anything you do is just gonna have that punch to it. Like this.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay, so Swarm AI, big thing. It changes a lot. It changes a lot.
speeds up some combos
It's like it's been quite a challenge also to get it to work because it's the AI that we have is a thinking AI, so it plans. So having them all think together took quite a lot of optimization to get it to work smoothly. But it's well, we'll see what the community thinks. I think it really aids a lot in combat, especially in the big ones. And you're going to do a combat with us?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how they just
but
keep
we're first
going
gonna
back
get
to the
into
dead
combat,
body.
Right, so we're going to do what's called as a harpy fight. Let's have a look at how you
Spoilers.
I'm sorry,
Can you hear something in the distance?
Definitely not a harpy.
As a bard, I have to go and investigate. What could it be? Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Hey,
Mirkan,
Foxy.
what are you doing here, Ben?
I still am mad that they didn't go talk to Alfira yet.
Sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought.
The bard. Let's.
Where's
let's try
do
to
the bard
sing.
one?
You got a lot of bonus there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should add some more.
Definitely. We're getting all of them.
Paste hair.
Right.
Ooh, to get a 5, we already have 6. Oh.
Thank you, David.
All right. Well, you're good. I don't think you could have lost this one.
No.
You never know.
The suffocating yearning.
You gonna try to
suddenly
save the kid?
fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Oh. Shall we try to break the guy out as well?
As you do, as you want.
That
So go
is
ahead.
Might be a lot
so
harder.
much bonus.
Well, let's.
Well, I
have
got
advantage.
advantage on it because you're a bard. Cheating.
It's okay.
Easy. Easy. Ooh. Easy.
Look at that.
Expertise though.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, expertise really helps.
Yeah, it's really cool. All right.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing about guidance as well? Oh.
There's one of the patch notes is guidance. Yeah, I mean it's one of the small things that's in there, which I liked it in the patch list. You can see that the game is maturing. So you things like, for instance, if you try to detect Shadowheart's faults and you try to use her guidance to detect her faults, that doesn't work anymore. So small things like this that are starting to get done, that are demonstrating that we're getting closer to the end of development. We still have a lot of work. All right, so you're getting into combat. And yeah, well, we're going to just watch what you're going to do in combat. Let's watch a little bit of combat, but we still have other stuff that's lined up.
Yeah.
So see, what's the plot? I do hope you're going to throw a gnome in here.
Well, we can end with this.
Right.
So let's see. Two of my characters are lured by the harpy song. So, okay. Let's open with a sleep. Should I upcast
She's still
it?
alive.
Let's.
Oh
no!
I do like that
We're
upcasting
gonna sleep
UI.
more. Let's sleep this harpy. We're gonna break her concentration right there.
So that takes the lure away.
Yeah.
You're so smart. Right.
Oh, the frog! The
play.
frog!
The
yeah.
frog.
is gonna do its thing. Look.
Can you throw the frog?
Yeah, you can throw the frog.
Okay.
But the frog is gonna deal maybe 1 damage.
That's it.
Nah, 7 throw.
Okay. Are you gonna manage?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Doesn't
be
look
okay.
like you're gonna manage.
Well, I have stage fright.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What does that do? That's one of your tadpole powers.
That is a tadpole power for bards.
That's awesome.
Well, a lot of things.
Fear
a
of
lot
failure.
debuffs. And let's see. Let's see if I can group more of them
Yeah, those
with
two.
stage fright. Can we give them stage fright? Oh yeah.
You got one of them at least.
Well, one of them is not too bad. Shall we curse one of them?
Yeah.
With cutting words. So what cutting words would do is that you do it on your turn right now, and the enemy will have a penalty on their next d20.
Okay.
Let's
So that was one of the random
yeah.
cocksucking magics.
Okay.
Did you just say that?
something.
All right.
It's a bard. They're very creative.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mirkan, don't go there. Oh no.
Oh,
it's okay.
Don't do it, Mirkan. Don't do it. Don't
You're
jump.
just running away. It's
Don't
okay.
jump. Okay.
All right.
All right. He's going to the harpy. He's not running away.
So, shall we try to toss?
Yes. Toss me up.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's try.
What?
Let's see how far we can throw.
What?
Not too far.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, you
Still
can throw up.
heavy. Yeah.
No, your path is interrupted. No, find a path. Find a path. There is one. One a little bit lower. No. Yeah, there.
Maybe here will work. Well, it did work. If we call that work.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get anywhere.
Oh my god.
Well, we can leave the end of this fight, and we can check out something less
No. I'm the one that usually dies on this.
Now
This
you're
is why they
invested.
picked you.
Oh no. That's much better.
That sounds good,
Let me
Foxy.
heal myself up.
Take your
Okay. I want to see
Throw
how
some granola in it.
Should we charm?
No pressure.
Guiding bolt.
We're gonna just guide and bolt them.
You know I'm gonna have to try
I do
this
wanna get to my
when I
boss
stream
because I would like to use
BG3. I'm
calm
gonna have to.
emotions.
That would be good.
I'm gonna have to
actually,
do some
because that
gnome
will
tossing.
take them. Are you gonna
I'm gonna use
stop?
silence on the other two,
Yeah.
so they don't try to lure me.
That's why you learned silence.
Yeah, very handy. I also have a scroll of Misty Step.
Oh, yeah, you can pick up the Bart and throw him.
Oh, Gale is not much of a thrower.
No, he's not a
Yeah,
big thrower, right?
that was
We're gonna
something
skip
that
the
they
throw
added
this
in,
time.
where you can like do
So where
highlights
is
with
it?
everyone's
Calm
hair.
emotions. Let's make everybody immune to charm effects.
Ooh.
That's cheating.
There you go.
I love Bardi stuff.
Well, much easier fight now.
Okay, yeah, so you are going to manage. All right, so that's actually quite powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while you're on the Bard, don't you have some really cool arrows on her as well?
Oh,
that
yeah,
have
I
some
do.
New tooltips.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah. So a lot of the items that deal damage now have the same kind of tooltips as the spells. They show the damage, they show the range. And also new on this tooltip is that you can see the area
In
of
England,
effect
what time is it there?
It's small, but it's there.
Right here.
Right
Yeah.
there. And also like any...
that sounds amazing, Shadow.
Spells and arrows and stuff that are in short range, so less than 2 meters, now have the melee. So there's all kind of small...
I noticed. I mean, when I was playing it and trying it out, I noticed how much more quality of life, invisible things, small things, things you once you see them, you can't live without them again, and you didn't realize they
I
were
was
missing.
trying
but
to
there's
do the
really a lot of them
translation
when
of
you go
time
through
in
it.
my
It's really-
head.
it's really
I was
very
like
good.
650.
All right. So, shall we get to something less combat oriented?
I know. I want you to finish this fight.
Oh, now they want to.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I love Drow too.
You're trying to get out of this fight. I see that.
Drow are
I
amazing.
found my way out of it. That's gonna be a slaughter, isn't it?
I also love tieflings though. I have
you're
that one
resisting the storm,
tiefling
so
that I
that's
make
good.
all the time.
Yeah, I'm immune.
She's one of my favorites.
Let's see how far lae'zel can jump. Yeah, she's gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's a jump. But you have an attack of opportunity, smart
Yes,
man.
something that we added recently. Thank you.
All right. Wow. She's silenced now, but she can. She's got her action surge.
Yes.
Okay, you clever
An
man.
action surge. Where are my maneuvers? Yeah, pushing maneuver. Let's see if I can shove her off this cliff. That's
Oh, okay, that was really good.
That's much easier.
And failed their saving throw. Good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's sinning. No sinning allowed. Keep pelting them. Okay, maybe I need to walk away a bit.
Okay.
Sure.
Good.
I did. More radiant damage.
Starting to get there.
Starting to get there.
Yeah.
So it really wants to put me through paces here.
I do.
Yeah. Isn't there also like that cool new feature if you select the wrong person?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Show that, yeah.
So if I have lae'zel and it's not her turn, right? We now have a little button here that tells you, whoops, it's not this character's turn. And if you click it, it gives you the character whose turn it is.
There's also a new resting UI actually that we forgot to show. We should show that afterwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Let's try to keep throwing them off. Oh, very
I really want to
comfortable.
see
Throw them
Dragonborn
off.
too.
I mean, like, we did.
I'll be curious to
Oh,
see, you know, what human form would look like, as well as the
Good.
dragon one.
Well done.
All right.
Rough tempest I will raise.
You clearly are better than I am. I would have been
that
dead in this fight, I think.
Where is our harpy? Right.
All right.
Thank you. I was hoping for a crit because we need to show that crit cam, of course. That's much better.
Yeah, Buffalotoxin. All right, you're in business. Okay, I believe that you can win this fight. I still want to see it though.
All right, our psionic jump
Yeah.
on
Cool.
lae'zel is really good. Let's see if this can work.
Oh, he's so badass. Yeah.
That is reasonable. Well, it's a
I
lot
would pay
easier
to
when
see
I'm
that
not
too.
lured.
Okay.
I'm immune to
I love
their tricks.
dragons. They're so cool.
That was stupid, you stupid beast.
She forgot about silence.
Yeah. I don't think she's aware. Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
We're getting
You're
somewhere.
not bad at all. You're not bad at all.
Gold
I
baby.
just need you to kill one more. Because I need you to do something for me to get me to my next feature.
All right.
All right.
Still fishing for that crit.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody else was asking for a
No
cleric
crits to be seen.
guide too.
No crits
I'll probably
very
put one of those
actually.
together next.
Oh, let's do Descent Whispers.
Oh, that's really powerful. So I like
There are
that
definitely some tricks to cleric to make it better.
That's a kill. All right, we have one left. Did you have something in mind?
No, throw a gnome at it, but that's fine.
Throw the gnome. Throw the
You threw
gnome.
my gnome. That's I'm happy. I can rest.
All right,
now.
all right.
All right.
Last attack. Bam.
Oh.
All right.
All right, you were very impressive. I gotta say, like that's much better.
All
Sven,
bards.
You're very impressive.
Advantage there.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So support class. That's the best way of that can do many things.
Yes.
Right, and that
Help
has
allies.
some that can help you also out of combat by attracting attention. It can perform. It can lead you to actually really cool moments of music, which we'll have a look at. And you can load that save game as Nick is getting ready for his save game. We have a whole bunch of other changes and additions that came to the game. One of them is a sign of how the game is maturing. I've been using that word a lot recently. We have a lot of improved polish that has been added to our cinematics. And our cinematics team put together a couple of videos to show before and after how the game is evolving and a couple of new features that were not in the cinematics before. So let's have a look at that. Let's start with the before and after video.
Oh man.
Let's have a look at what that
stuttering
does, if we can.
There we go. I think it finally
there we
caught
go.
up. Yeah, I noticed that they changed Minthara's hair again. I don't know which patch they did that on. 6th or 7th? I don't know what's going on. It's like weird that they're playing this, but the music isn't synced up at all.
Okay, all right. I was told that my mic is open, so I can still talk about it. All right, so here we are seeing new snake animations that were added on top of it. Here we're going to see much more detail, for instance, on that pouch. I thought that was cool. We're looking at the flute.
That goes into the cheek.
Now, rather than putting next to their ear. So you're seeing a lot of polish in action right there. Obviously, we are not only making Act 1 on the game, we're also making Act 2 and Act 3, which are quite the things. Look at that hair here.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
like, that's really, I mean, like, when I saw
Looks
that
a
for
lot
the first time, I
better.
said, oh my, it's really, really getting there.
Ooh.
These are this
Ooh,
birth of a
nasty.
gnoll.
I haven't seen that scene yet.
That they come out of hyenas. Dragon attack is getting some love there. Improving every single patch, moving
Dragon
forward.
love.
So you can see how technology is starting to mature, features are coming into place. This is actually a big one. This is the swamp. Oi, we went dark. You were to see what happens when you break through the illusion of the hack. Oh, it is a pity that we went dark there. So you... I was still playing. So you just saw what was before just a static swap has now received some VFX and SFX love. I am still seeing blackness here. Ah, yeah, there you go. Torture scene in the goblin camp. So just a few of many, many scenes that are getting better and better. Here we see our
cool.
myconids, or dancing myconids.
They look awesome.
This is the scene when they're happy, I think, when they're celebrating.
Singing.
After. Yeah, when you save them. Yeah. And
Neil
more.
again.
That's a shot of our dead Neil, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but that's not the only thing they did. They wanted to point out two extra features. We have, first of all, we have the sustain emotions. Sustain emotions, which actually are gameplay indicators of what your party members are thinking, what the characters in the game are thinking when you are going in dialogue. We got a video on sustain emotions. So
That
sustain emotions is
fussy
basically
shadowheart face.
when the characters just, instead of going back to their post, they just keep on being in their regular emotional state. So I think you're seeing Shadowheart being angry right now. And then she can be
I
sad.
thought she was smelling something.
You thought she was smelling something? That is also possible. This is the Shadowheart fear. Shadowheart, well, she has a whole bunch of emotions that she can throw at you and get as they affect her your approval rating with her also.
Sad.
There was sad Shadowheart.
So sad.
Did she lose a contest or something?
Did she lose a contest? Oh my God.
Langer, I know what you mean.
It's a small thing. It's something that's big
She's
for us
always
because
yelling
it's
at
something
me
that we can now
personally.
apply in all of our cinematics and still makes them better. But we have more that was added also, and that's a thing that's invisible, but we want to highlight it because it does a lot. It also represents a lot of work that's been done. It is the background animations, or as we call it, the peanuts. Can we ping up peanut video? video, please. So peanuts are basically the characters in the background. In the past, they weren't really doing anything, but now you're going to notice as you go through the game that there's always going to be action as they react basically to what the protagonist of the scene is doing. So it's subtle, but it adds a lot again to the believability of everything that you're seeing, which is
when the dog is farted
as we're building this game. And remember, we're doing this across a very large game, so the amount of cinematic animation that's going into it is insane. But the goal, of course, is to give you a immersive experience. So right now we're looking at
Misu,
and we're seeing a well. Oh yeah, I've been in that well. It's a really cool well. And these are ogres. So see reaction shots. So that's the recruitment, one of the possible recruitments of Shadowheart. And so you see the characters in the background. You didn't see that before. That was all invisible. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it anymore.
Oh wow, his hair
so
looks
never highlighted
super light.
This is now also part of our patch. Nick, did you set up the thing that you wanted to
say? Yes. We are ready. And before we're gonna start with the thing that I wanted to show, there's another thing that Ina wanted to show you, and that's the new.
Oh yeah, that's right, that one. That's really neat, also.
New wrists. They're neat.
Okay, I'll
They're singing.
Singing suddenly.
She's got the audience of squirrels. Yeah.
Well, why don't we try to sing a song with her?
Yeah.
Do bard dance.
So in instance, it picks up her
lute.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, and you can hear the violin and the lute. And then my party is level 4, and I got the feet, so I can join in. And you can hear the instruments joining one by one as the party numbers start playing.
Oh my god. I am gonna waste way too much time doing this when I play next. Like, way too much time. What? lae'zel on a flute, I just can't see
the
it.
squirrels looking at me because I'm the best player.
She needs a guitar.
And so you can do that in multiplayer also.
Yes.
Whenever you're in the craziest
Volo
situations,
too.
you can decide to make a little bit
That's
of music.
another bard.
You can earn a coin that way. You can loot everybody. I think it's like a part difficult class to sell to people, but I think the team did a really good job.
I'll be doing this and positioning everyone just perfectly and taking screenshots.
Boatload of stuff that we really forgot about.
Oh man,
yeah.
I need to make like a machinima.
But again,
I'll pick a song.
It's a huge
bardcore song.
There's so much to talk about. One of the things that I wanted to highlight was that we overhauled all the elf animations.
That's right, yes.
So before they inherited the human animations, but humans are just so boring and burly and like square, and elves are more elegant, and so now their animations reflect that.
It's like because we're giving all of the races a special treatment in animations, or at least most of the races, I think.
No.
I saw your production look at me like, are we doing it for all the races? So I'm not sure if we're getting there. But what did we change on the elves?
Their idols, combat animations, and their locomotion.
Locomotion. All right, that reminds me of things. Okay, what else do you want?
What else do we know? Speaking of little things that show that we are moving on to a new, let's say, stage of polish or development is, for instance, you can now copy-paste your password into password text boxes. If we're taking care of details like that, it means like we're in the final stretch.
Well, we're going to be. You're
yeah, I don't know about that, Maria. I don't know if I like it.
In a couple of months.
I like there to be
everything to the
a little bit of
explain maybe
difference in color. You know what I mean? Like some shading in there.
Box means.
I don't know if the audience is really interested.
Well, I just give them like in one phrase. You got to explain it in one phrase.
So to support the iteration that we do, we first white box stuff so that we don't lose too much time on iterating, and then when we nail it, we go to orange box, which is when we stop hacking stuff and we actually put the thing in that we think is going to work. And after that stage ends and everyone is happy, we go into the polishing or the gold boxing stage.
All right. So, and when we released in early access, we had a lot of stuff that was white boxed, right? We were trying stuff out. Now we're moving more and more
Yeah.
stuff into Orange Box.
I would wanna
which
see
means
it
that
more
we
in
make it
game too, I
complete,
think.
But it's still missing things here and there. And so our final stage is where we go into Gold Box, which is where we finish things for real. We polish it, we remove all the bugs, we make sure that everything looks the way that it's supposed to look. And so as we're now getting into the last stages of most of the features in Orange Box, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that's not in the game yet, we are going to go into Gold Box on a lot of stuff also. And that's the stage where we're slowly hitting.
Yeah, there's indeed a lot of things that are now in the game that are Orange Box, and there's a lot of developers that would rather not release it in Orange Box because they're not proud enough of it. But we need to release it in Orange Box because then you get feedback from the audience, and then you can move on to Gold Box once you tried it out. I think UI is still the best. The best example of everything. Like there's lots of stuff in UI that you need to test out on a huge
Is it
audience.
wrong of me that I'm just sitting here
Because
thinking, I wish this would
12
finish
or-
so I
or
can download the
120
patch?
people look at something, you need to test it out on thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
What user experience do they have? And I think that if you look at the UI that we had a couple of years ago and you look at where we are at now, it proves that the system actually works.
Yeah, and it's not only that, right? So, I mean, like we learned, for instance, from early access, we learned about network issues that we didn't have in our previous games. So, for instance, this patch features a whole bunch of network improvements that weren't there before. So, there's a whole bunch of things invisible under the hood. There is I forgot what its name is, but there's a whole bunch of graphics features that are being added also that people don't see for people that have cards that are problematic. So, they give bypasses for it.
We now support NVIDIA DLSA.
That one, exactly, yes, that
abbreviations.
one. I keep on forgetting what it's called. So there's a whole bunch of things. There's
I don't have any patience
also
either,
work
Jan.
that you don't see, but you hear it when you play the game. Like we have sound occlusion, we have the audio attenuation that is in
I
there.
think
Sound
I'm gonna
occlusion means that if you walk in one
download
room,
the
you can't
patch
hear what's in the other room.
and try to take a
audio
nap.
attenuation
And
is
then
basically
if it
kind of a
all
dynamic
works
mix,
out well and it
which
downloads
basically
in
means
time,
that
I'm
when
just gonna
certain
stream it later
actions are
tonight.
important, the sound mix changes on the go. You don't notice it because all the attention goes to that one sound, and then the other stuff just changes dynamically. It's really important for your overall experience, and once you've heard it again, it's one of those things you don't know that you can't live without it anymore when you play the game. You'll discover all of this because it's all featured in the patch, and there is much more. The patch notes should be up, the patch should be out, so I think it is time for you to try it out for yourselves.
Said the
see
patch
where
should
we
be
are
out.
heading. We know that development is taking a long time. We know that you're impatient. We know that you want all the things that we are working on. They're gonna come. We're gonna deliver them to you when we're ready to deliver them to the world. And I know that's frustrating, but we want to do it
Romance
properly.
scene, deliver
so
that.
things take time. But when it's gonna be there, you're going to have a truckload of things that you're gonna be able to fool around. And there'll be many surprises in there also that you are not expecting. That's a promise. Before we go, let's see if chat wants you guys to still play a song, because you guys have a new album that you've been playing on, right?
We're planning on recording a new album, but COVID wasn't very pleasant for us.
Yeah.
So we do have an album out, but it's already out since 2019. We've been working on lots of new songs. They sound a lot more aggressive, actually, than the old stuff.
And so if chat still wants you back because you did kill Neil, what song are you going to be playing?
We're going to play a song called The Night of the Black Rose, and for people who have been reading Dragonlance novels, you already know what it's about. So it's specifically for today, we would like to play a fantasy song, which is a bit like, it's very Omen-like, very Metal Church-like, very Manila Road-like, if you like that type of heavy metal.
I remember meeting you for the first time a long time ago, and your nickname back then was Death Knight.
Ah, yes.
Was that related to Dragonlance?
Yeah, it was. It was before Blizzard started calling everyone and everything Death Knight, so I was the only Death Knight.
I was going to say, is he talking about WoW?
Ah, yeah. That's why I wanted to work here.
All right, okay, well, we're going to clear the stage so that Hunter can do their thing. Thank you very much, chat, for watching. Thank you very much for all of your support and your letters of encouragement. We continue our development. It's a slow, grinding process, but we're going to get there, and we are now in the final stages of our development. We are heading towards feature complete, content complete.
I know,
Once we hit
Suzanne.
that,
Like, I mean, we all want that under construction sign to go away.
It's not that far off anymore, but it's still going to be a little bit of time. All right. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, you go play.
I think the worst thing for me is that in patch 3, they gave it to us, you know? We had a lot more. It wasn't the full romance scene, but it was more than what we have now. And I keep wanting that particular scene back. Eggplant, please. Yeah, what the heck? I expected more from Neil. Like, I can't believe he went all the way to Belgium for that one little scene. Oh, did you just get it, Megan? I've been playing that game like I've been playing. I think I started right after patch 2 came out. I thought they were gonna do a song. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good possibility, Jan. Because I was thinking that too. I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. Like, what if he got out there and he didn't feel good? That would also kind of explain why there was that whole chaotic thing there. They're like, hurry, let's throw it together. Nice. I just got a new video card finally. That has been pretty nice for not having to use all my computer's RAM since I finally have a good amount on the card. It's not like a super new hotness, but it's a lot better than what I had. I wanted Neil to come out and just do like an actual song. Or I don't know. What would have really been cool? No, alright, tell me if you agree, guys. But wouldn't it be really cool if he dressed up as Astarion? I mean, tell me you guys wouldn't lose your shit. I know I would. One of these days they'll give us what we want. Give me what I want. Oh yeah, you can tell that's definitely a dummy. You can see the hands look all weird and plasticky. Uh-oh. I'm just now seeing everybody's comments about seeing Neil dressed up as Astarion, and everyone's going nuts. It's awesome.
In the name of the hunter, the killer, and his prey, my brothers and sisters.
Augustine, I definitely think it's worth playing at this point. There's a lot of content, like a ton. Like you'll spend, I mean, unless you're really rushing through the game, you'll spend at least 18-20 hours just doing all of the content right now. You know, and then you can just take a break and come back. Do you guys want me to turn it back up? This band is pretty epic. I mean, anybody who's gonna dress up like a tiefling is like good in my book. And then come on and do metal. Oh guys, I have, now granted, I did content for this game for a long time, but I've played this game for just shy of 600 hours. Yeah. Marriage would be so cool. Oh. Like, I won't get my hopes up about that because that's something that a lot of games don't usually offer. I think the only romance game I played was Skyrim, right? That had marriage. Thanks for coming, Suzanne. It's a pleasure seeing you.
From the evil hands of ogre,
I keep expecting Johnny to come out on stage. I've been a little Johnny obsessed lately. I think I'm finally starting to come out of it. Just in time to play BG3 again and get obsessed with Astarion again.
with jealousy, the fairest of the world. How on earth could she compete with a beautiful...
Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm probably going to hang out for a little bit to talk, but I am actually thinking, maybe we'll download it. See, it's still not available for me, the patch. It is not there yet. Oh, you're right, Roguish. You're right, because you could marry frickin' Cullen. Who was the other one you could marry? I can't remember. But I remember I married Cullen on my first game. Oh, Sarah. Okay, I just saw that, malicious. I didn't know you could marry Sarah. Man, this guy gets into it. The tongue and everything. Wedding invitations, Maria? Yeah, I don't know what his last name is. That's true, Chloe. That's true. You're right. But we never really got to see the wedding or anything. It was just kind of like, oh, you're married. But I guess, yes, technically you could get married. There was a mod. I remember, who was it? It was like Dahlia something did a mod that actually showed the wedding, which was really awesome.
On a cold and rainy morning, our Lord child was born in the image of his dark soul. His wife would live no more.
I like Neckwish, yeah. Man, I like so much, I like so many different types of music. It really depends on the mood I'm in. I like In This Moment a lot, in terms of like metal sound. I wish I could play guitar. Oh, my husband plays, and he still says he sucks, and he's been trying to learn for a long time. Like, but he at least can do it. I can't even keep up with it. I can kind of play piano, but not very well. Oh yeah, there was Fire Emblem 3 Houses too. Do you get married in that? Didn't they do it like at the very end of the game, I think? I remember I married Dimitri, I think, or I got with him. I just don't remember the ending that well. I remember being disappointed because I wanted something in-game, not like end-game panels sort of a thing. Did that new one come out?
Thank you!
Still not available for download.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired.
that scene with Alfera just kind of makes it seem like you should be able to romance her, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that that was just at the celebration. I'm still like so into the idea of them adding more romance into the game. I mean, I'm like that with every game, but I'm always like, you know, more choice, because honestly, it gives the game more, you know, replay value. Why don't I have GOG? Hey Chris, nice to see you made it. 86 gigs? Oh, dang. Oh. I don't know if I can download that in time for tonight. I thought it was going to be 40. Well, that was fun, guys. I'm thinking I'm probably going to hop off here, go get some lunch, and maybe catch a nap. I'm hoping that this patch gets up on my Steam. And if it does, I'm going to try and get on here at around 9 Central Time and stream. But if I'm not here, or if I can't download it in time, I'll just put up a community post and let you guys know when I'm going to start streaming my game. I really hope it's not 86 gigs. That's going to be almost a third of my data rate for the month. It's like, ugh. I wish the one thing that really drives me nuts, not just about Larian, but about like all developers anymore, is that they make these patches that are so freaking big and they don't consider that not everybody has unlimited bandwidth, you know? And you just get stuck with 86 gigs. Ugh. Oh, I'd love to stream it tonight. I'm hoping it'll be ready. Alright, guys. I'll see you later. It was great having you all here.